Hello, hello. How are you guys? Listen, this is Els with Bemis Crafty Corner, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit today about one of my favorite tools. Not the crocodile. The crocodile. I got one. I tested it. You guys saw that. I didn't like it. Why didn't I like it? I didn't like it because you had to poke at it. Because, like, when you punch a hole with it, everything would get caught in there and you have to like, poke it all out. And I didn't like that. And I tried it on a couple of different of my little eyelet things, and it like mangled the crap out of them. And that wasn't cool at all. So I had to find an alternative. So let's start with probably the easiest basic one. That's this one here. I already had this in my inventory. This is an eyelet setter for fabric or leather. I use them all the time, basically to put eyelets on Renaissance clothing that I make. And pretty much, you know, you just punch a hole and you put this thing through the hole, and then you put the little plier on there and you squeeze it. And you can see that it kind of mangles the one-sided ones because, see how that's all messed up? See, it's out of shape and everything. And the back is really bad. And that's because this is designed to go through a few layers of fabric. Okay, it's not designed to work on paper. So, not a great plan. So the next idea is this one here. And basically what this one is you take the eyelet and you put it through your cardstock or fabric or whatever, and then you put it on here like this, and then you would take this little tool and you put this on the top, and then you take a hammer, a little hammer bammer, and you beat this thing. Now I'm not going to do that because I have a glass top here on this table. It's going to make a whole lot of noise. Okay? But the bottom line is it's not a great alternative. You got to go out to the garage or out in the backyard every time you want to put an eyelet in a tag. This is an okay alternative for somebody who doesn't have an option. So if you don't have an option, this is a great alternative. You can actually pick these up at Walmart, but I'm going to give you another idea on that too. Okay? So then the other idea that I found was actually provided to me from someone else. They sent me this this set, and she sent me these right here, and these are little kitty cats, and they are very lightweight aluminum. So when you put them in, and we'll go ahead and do one just so I can show you. When you put them in, this is actually some dragonflies. And I've got some honeycombs here. We'll use a honeycomb because it's big. And some flowers, some hearts, and some kitty cats. So the way that this works is you just put this through the hole, just like that. And then you're supposed to take a pen. I like to use a scoring tool. And you basically just kind of go around it like this. And it pushes the pieces down. Now, unfortunately, it does not like push them all the way down, so you have to have some way to get them down. And if you use a regular pair of pliers, if you use a regular pair of pliers and you squeeze this on, you're probably going to mar this surface. So you either want to put another piece of paper over it so that you don't mar it, or you want to use something else. So I'm just using a regular pair of pliers just to show you. And now I didn't mar the top in any way, but it is set. It is on there. It's not the most secure thing. If you have these, they're called Bead Buddies, and this is a Teflon piece, and you can just put this on there and give it a squeeze, and it squeezes it down and doesn't disturb the front of the piece at all. So that's a good idea. These are a great alternative. I will put a link to these in the description below. So the next alternative is this one here. Let's get rid of this. This is a pair of pliers that I bought from Amazon. There is a spring load here and a spring load in the handle, which makes this extremely easy to squeeze. You can see that it squeezes very flush here at the top. There's no gap or anything. And let's start with the features. So over here on the side is the hole punch. And you can set this for any depth that you want. And I believe it's just over 1/2 inch. There's the hole. So you would basically take this and put it on and just punch your hole. Now, because there is a guide on here, you can punch them all to the exact same depth. And the best part is, see that? Those are the pieces that got punched out. They do not jam up in here. And this is chipboard. I'm punching through chipboard. I can punch through about 6 sheets of cardstock with these, okay? And they come with 100 eyelets, but the eyelets that come in this are not exactly designed for paper. They're more designed for fabric and leather, so they're deeper. So let's look at a paper eyelet, and we'll get out a color here that we can all see, which is going to be orange, because we can see that pretty good. And we're going to just simply put that through one of the holes that we just punched with the pliers. So we've got that through, and you can see it's very shallow in there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's just a very shallow fit. Okay, so then we'll take the pliers, and this side here with the little stick is the side that goes into the top piece. Okay, see? And then we'll give that a little squeeze. We're just going to squeeze it firm, and it perfectly rolls the back, and it does not destroy the front of the eyelet. Now, how much is this wonderful non-crocodile crocodile? Because it does everything a crocodile does. How much is this wonderful non-crocodile crocodile? Well, this wonderful non-crocodile crocodile cost me a total of, are you ready? $13.99. It is eligible for Prime. I ordered this yesterday morning, and it arrived before noon today. Okay? Now, I decided with this that I wanted to get this. Now, you get 100 eyelets. You probably have 200 or 300 at home already. But I wanted to get some eyelets that I knew would specifically work with this tool, and this is what is recommended. There are 400 colored eyelets in here. That's 25 of each one of these or more. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 40 of each. These are actually out of the set that came with the pliers. And then you have these, which are spacers that you can use if you need to. So for these eyelets, you might want to use the spacers. It reinforces the hole. So I've got all these. I've got blue and silver and yellow and white and light blue and orange and purple and green and red and black. This case cost me an additional $11.99. Again, this is eligible for Prime. So the pliers, 100 silver eyelets plus the packaging cost me a grand total, including, no shipping, $25.98. I will put the links to all of this and the links to these as well in the description below. If you have any questions, of course, go ahead and put it in the comments section or email me at bemiscraftycorner@gmail.com, and I will be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. But this is a pretty inexpensive alternative to the crocodile, and it does basically the same thing. Okay? All right. Well, thank you so much. If you haven't done so, do me a favor, hit that red button over there and subscribe to my channel. Like me, ring my bell, share me with all your friends. I got a hole punchy thing. Till the next time, guys. Bye-bye.